Hi everybody. So this video is going to be about an update on how I'm doing. It's also going to be about verbal abuse and harassment. It's the things that we experience as an IC person sometimes can be horrific. It could be very terrible. It could be very discouraging, negative. So I want to kind of touch bases on that part of IC experience, because I have experienced that last week. So first, for my update, I went in and I got my settings changed, and I talked about that in the previous video. But 2 days ago, I turned my interstand back on. It was off because my doctor wanted to see if it being off, would I have some positive results with difficulty urinating. So I did experience some slight changes. I still have problems urinating. It's not as bad to the point of like retention or severe retention. It's just that I have a minor problem with going now. So I turned my interstand back on, and it's on, and I have to keep weekly updates on, you know, how it's going, pretty much using each setting for a week. So I'm currently on program 1. I think I'm on level 1.5 at the moment. So I will be documenting whether I'm having, you know, a good week, a bad week, and that's pretty much good meaning that I didn't go so much, bad meaning that I'm going a lot. So I don't know how this will work since I am having difficulty urinating, but we'll see. Another thing I wanted to talk about is this Desert Harvest. I applied for a sample a few weeks ago, and I finally got it. They are super strength aloe vera capsules, and I didn't know that I was getting capsules. I thought I was getting a sample of some kind of juice. But when this came, they were aloe vera capsules, and it had six capsules. And it says take 3 to 6 capsules daily with a full 8-ounce glass of liquid. Can be taken with or without food. So I was thinking that you take like 2 a day, but I guess it's saying you could take 3 to 6 of them in one day. So I don't know. I'm gonna kind of save these for when I'm in a really bad flare, to see how it works. And I guess this is a holistic approach to things. It's not gonna have the side effects that the normal meds that we get, like the opiates and, you know, the strong different kind of narcotics, and even with just anti-inflammatories and things like that. Like, it doesn't have, you know, the side effects of it. And it says it's a natural vegetable gelatin capsule with minimal drying agents. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes, and if it goes okay, I'll try to invest in some capsules. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on this. So the next part of this video is about the verbal abuse, the harassment that a lot of us ICs experience. Now, verbal abuse is any negative, derogatory statement that is addressed to you or towards you, that someone else is saying. If they don't apologize for it, it can be verbal abuse. And if it continues to happen, then it's definitely, you know, pretty much a bad cycle. And we as IC patients, we experience that a lot, because people don't understand what we go through. They look at us and see that we're not sick. Now, I see it's an invisible disease. It's nothing that you can, see with the eye. The only thing is everybody experience interstitial cystitis differently. So someone else can have, severe. Someone else can be mild. Someone else can be moderate. Like, everybody experiences it differently, and not every two people are alike. Yes, we all have similar symptoms and experiences and things like that, but we all are different in, our own way. So a lot of times people will say mean things to us, and it's very hurtful because they don't get what we go through. They're not in our shoes. They're not experiencing what we're experiencing. They're not in pain on a daily basis. They're not, living in their bathroom on a daily basis. They're not going back and forth to the doctor, all the time. They're not struggling with taking all of these different kinds of meds and things like that. And I'm not saying, that to say that people who have other illnesses or whatever like that, are beneath us. I'm just saying that those people who say those harsh, cruel, negative, derogatory comments to us, they have no clue, obviously, because if they did, if they could walk in our shoes even for an hour, they wouldn't say what they say. So my experience was my sister boyfriend, he got upset, just something stupid. I won't say on here, but it was just really stupid, and he started texting me, harassing me. And I didn't say anything. I didn't reply back to his messages. I didn't call him and curse him out. I didn't do any of those things. But he just continuously sent me messages. And basically the messages were saying that I know nothing about having a job. I'm pretty much just lazy. He said that me trying to get on disability is pretty much stealing from people because it's clear that I can work. And now that I have a babysitting job, he said that, babysitting is a lot of work and there's a lot more easier jobs out there. And he said that it's people like me that's taking tax dollars that he pays for. And he just said all of these, negative remarks to me. And, I was pretty much at awe because I was like, that wasn't necessary for such a minor thing. And it wasn't that what I did, it was his foolery, his foolishness, him being the person that he is. He's not very supportive when it comes to my sister, and he was just upset pretty much because I woke him up out of his sleep. But it was something very important that was going on, but he got upset. So it hurt really bad. It hurt really bad because oftentimes when we have interstitial cystitis and we not even come to terms with it, but we just living with it on a daily basis, and we're seeing how this thing is changing us and things like that. Sometimes we look at ourselves and we think that we are at fault. We try to figure out what we can do, what we could have done. We think that we're not doing enough. The people who are not working, we think that, well, in my case, I feel like that I'm not trying hard enough, that I'm just allowing this disease to disable me, that I'm allowing this disease to take over my life, and that I'm allowing this disease to pretty much just ruin me. And so I began to pick myself apart. I began to beat myself up on a daily basis because it's like, it does look like that I want people to take care of me, but that's not the case. It's just that I'm going through such a hard time dealing with this and trying to get, effective treatments and things that'll help work out for me so I can be able to go out into the workforce and be able to be successful and efficient without having to take off work so many times, without having to call in sick, without having to, stop at my job and going to the bathroom so often. And with me being a hairstylist, it's very vigorous work. It's a lot of work. So, yeah. And so we as IT people, we experience people just verbally bullying us, verbally abusing us, and just saying all of these mean things to us. And it's very, very hurtful. Nobody understands that how their words can impact a person. Sometimes you can say something to a person and it will drive them to the point of suicide. It will drive them to the point of depression. It will drive them to the point of hurting themselves. All of these things can result from someone just, abusing you. And it could be something as you're lazy, you're stupid, you're nothing. Just all of these different types of things. And what he did to me, that was definitely uncalled for. That was very disrespectful. And I can't forgive him right now. I'm not speaking to him ever again. And I will forever remember those words.